Hi, my name is Nick Osborne, aka the Coffee Detective, and today I'm just going to show you this little Kyocera ceramic coffee grinder. Most coffee grinders that people use these days are electric. You plug them into the power outlet, press a button, and they're the kind of flat, they're kind of the knife ones which smash things up, and then there's the burr grinders, and they're either flat plate or they're conical burr grinders. This is a conical burr grinder, but it is manual, so you have to kind of put in the work. So I'm going to demonstrate it in a moment, but first I just want to mention a few features of this. As you can see at the bottom, you're seeing the inner ceramic part here, and you can see a bit of play in there, and that's because I've adjusted this for a kind of medium grind. One of the nice things about this is that it is infinitely adjustable when it comes to the coarseness of the grind. There's a little kind of locking plate here. With that out of the way, you just adjust this, and like I say, there's huge variation you can achieve there. So you can find exactly the coarseness you want. Put this little locking washer back in place, put on the handle, and you're ready. So you can grind very fine for espresso, pretty coarse for French press, and then once you found the setting you want, you can leave it there. So this just goes on to the glass jar at the bottom. It has this little silicone sleeve on the base so that when you're holding it, it doesn't slip. So now let me just, I've got some coffee beans here. I just pour them in the top. Hold the bottom fairly firmly and just start turning the top. Now, this takes time. It takes a bit of effort to grind the coffee. So yes, it's going to take you much longer. Other benefits? Yes, there are. First of all, because this is being done at a low speed, there's very little heat generated in terms of friction, so you lose less of the flavor of the beans through the volatile oils evaporating. But even so, if I was putting this next to an electrical automatic coffee grinder that also had the the conical burr plates there, nicely adjustable, why on earth would I use a manual coffee grinder? I guess some people get them because it's handy in emergency use if you've run out of power for your electrical grinder. But I think the main reason that I have one is that there are times when I don't just want to make a cup of coffee as fast as possible. Let's say I'm reviewing a coffee. It's a coffee from a part of the world that it's something I haven't tried before, and I not only want to enjoy the taste of the coffee, I actually want to enjoy and take part in the process of making coffee. So that's when I'll use this, because as I grind this, you hear and you feel the coffee beans being ground under your hands. And then I would use something like a simple filter cone or a French press, again, to manually make the coffee. So this is the kind of anti-convenience approach, is the anti-automation approach. Hey, first thing in the morning, I'm the first one to be happy about just pressing a couple of buttons and having an instant cup of coffee. But like I say, there are other times when I actually want to get into it. I want to not only enjoy the coffee, but enjoy the process of making the coffee. So that's when I will use this little thing. Now, like I say, this is a nice sort of modern ceramic grinder. There are lots of other manual coffee grinders you can find. Some of them very decorative, like with wooden boxes and slides that come out the bottom. That's fine. Just choose the one you want, but make sure that it is sturdy, that it's going to last, and that it gives you that variation in terms of the coarseness of the grind. The other nice thing about this is when you take the top off, it comes with this little lid, so I can now keep my ground coffee fresh without transferring it somewhere else. one other thing I wondered when I got it, like what happens if I break the jar? Well, as it turns out, the size and thread is identical to a regular mason jar. So if you ever break this, or you want to store more coffee like this, then you can just use a mason jar. So there you go. That's the Kyocera, manual ceramic coffee grinder. I don't use it all the time, but I thoroughly enjoy it when I do use it. If you can't buy one locally, you can get them on Amazon for about 50 bucks. If you have one, or you do get one and you try it out, then please let us know using the comment function below the video. Okay, thank you very much. Goodbye.